Welcome to the channel, Level Headed. I'm Levi D, and if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Please ring the bell notification so that you get all the most up-to-date lives and information. And we're going to get into it. Here's a press conference that happened earlier. Then we're going to get into the background here.
Good evening. How y'all doing? Good. Let me know when you're ready.
So Aspen and her father have been missing for, the last reported time that there was contact with Aspen's mother was November 1st. So we'll have to keep an eye on when after this press conference. I'll give you a little background of what's really going on here. But Aspen has been found, and this is the press conference to update us on that. And we'll get some background story here. This is a sad one for the family, and a lot of things have gone on in this one.
First of all, I want to start this off again, like we usually do, thanking the media for your help, your assistance in whatever we have going on. You're always there, so we really appreciate it. Also want to thank Attorney Benberg. We've been in contact constantly doing this investigation in this case. He's the attorney for the family. He's here, and also the family. Some of the family members are here with us also today. So I want to thank them, and again thank the family for your patience while this case was being investigated. I would say also, and you may get tired of hearing this, that this is still an ongoing investigation. But what I would say today is that similar cases has happened around the country recently, and the outcome is not that happy, not a happy ending. Today, I've got my Christmas present early, just to say that this has been this has been a hell of a ride. Because you've been on this ride with us. At about 12:40 this afternoon, first of all, little Aspen was safe. She's safe in the arms right now of some people in Virginia. Mr. Jeter has been taken into custody in Virginia without incident in Danville, Virginia. He was taken into custody by authorities there.
All right, I'm just going to read a little article here. This is the background, a situational background. On Thanksgiving Day, Orangeburg County officials, which that's in South Carolina, went to the home of 49-year-old Kristen Jumper, rest in peace, on Lewis Drive to do a wellness check after her cousin told deputies that she hadn't heard from her since November 1st. While at the house, the deputies did not get any response when knocking on the door, but saw multiple insects and noticed a smell similar to decomposition. After entering the house, deputies discovered the body of Jumper in her bed, noting that her body had advanced composition. During the sweep, deputies could not find 5-year-old Aspen Jeter and her father, 46-year-old Antar Jeter, who had been living with Jumper after reports say the power went out at Antar's home. Orangeburg County officials also sent out a bolo for a blue car that belonged to Jumper. Officials also said they attempted to file an Amber Alert but were unsuccessful, since it's believed Antar is the custodial guardian of Aspen. Reports came in Wednesday that from the Fayetteville, North Carolina area of a possible sighting Antar with Aspen in a blue car. When police arrived to those areas, the car was gone. On December 1st, several law enforcement agencies were seen outside the West Columbia home believed to have been owned by Antar Jeter. On December 5th, the family of Aspen Jeter held a press conference in Orangeburg County pleading for Aspen's safe return. On December 9th, Aspen and Antar Jeter were found in Danville, Virginia. I will get into some more insight here. But we'll definitely be going over some maps, and we'll continue going on here.
What I will tell you is a little bit about what happened. It was some transactions that we were following up since this case started. And on yesterday, some transactions was made in Danville, Virginia at 2 locations. That information from the transactions, it's like 8 to 12 hours delayed. We got that information today, and we at the Danville Police Department and U.S. Marshals Task Force in that area, and they started checking the area. They spotted the same vehicle that we was driving here, the Mazda 2015 blue, at in a hospital parking lot. They approached, and again, I say they took him, Mr. Jeter, into custody at that time. And again, Aspen is fine and she's okay. Thank God for that. I want to thank the U.S. Marshals, the FBI, the Danville PD, authorities in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and Raleigh, North Carolina. You know, telling y'all that this was an ongoing case, you know, and it still is ongoing investigation. So there's some things that we still can't release at this time or won't release at this time. But one of the main things, and I should have done this earlier, is that this pretty girl is back safe. She's safe. I have a team at this time right now en route to Danville, Virginia, to put eyes on her with the other authorities that there, and also to continue the investigation with Mr. Jeter. Also, what I want to announce, you know, that we had warrants on Mr. Jeter for stealing the grand larceny of the vehicle. And some of you might not believe this, but actually doing this ongoing investigation, just this morning, we obtained a warrant for Mr. Jeter's arrest for murder. So again, your assistance and your patience with us, and this is the outcome. I'll let Mr. Bamberg talk from here.
Thank you, Sheriff Ravenel. On behalf of the family, first, Sheriff Chief Kinsey, I want to thank you for your leadership, your dedication, your hard work. You, all your deputies, your investigators. I know the time and energy and effort that y'all have put into this since day one, and we can't thank you enough. And this community is very fortunate to have you on the job, and thank you for that. To the other authorities who are involved, we thank you. We appreciate you. You know, Aspen can't talk for herself, but the outcome here today speaks volumes of good things that are possible when the press, the public, you know, to everybody who took the time out of all the things in life to share a picture of Aspen, to share her story, who were on the lookout for that blue Mazda, or who were just in their day-to-day lives trying to pay attention to see if they spotted her. We thank you for that. You know, I believe the last week, We've seen at least 2 of these incidents nationwide that turned out horribly tragic, ending in the death of not just a child, but the other parent. And to not only work this and find an innocent 5-year-old alive and to be bringing her back, but to at the same time have been working the murder case of Mr. Paula's sister. It's a joyous moment, but it's a sad moment as well. And this is actually, I guess, the end of one chapter, but the beginning of another. And you know, that's going to be a process. But today is a happy day. And on behalf of the family, Sheriff, again, thank you, you and your team, and thank you to the press. You know, for the press conference we did, I believe just Monday. The responsible journalism and reporting to get the word out in hopes that we could try to prevent a second tragedy. We thank you, and to the public and everybody who prayed. Thank you so much, because the prayers here were definitely answered.
Okay, yeah.
So before we continue on here, so I say that this is a hard day, a good day, but a hard day. So you have Aspen that can't talk, that is, and can't walk. That is probably wheelchair bound, I think. I don't know if 100% sure, but I believe that's the case. And you have, she had lost her mother to a gunshot wound, and they just charged the father with murder of that. So she lost her father today as well. So that means that there's some uncles and some cousins that are here at the proceedings here, and they've both families have been around. The thing, my baby's name is Aspen, and she's autistic, and this hit on another level. Yeah. So the hard thing here is going to be is it looks to me, from what I've seen so far in social media and stuff, is that both sides of the family here, the Jumpers and Antar's family, the Jeter family, and whoever else is there, have been working together this whole time. And the thing is that they're going to all have to pitch in to help to raise Aspen, as Aspen requires a lot of attention and needs some help. So we need to understand that they also are paying for a funeral, and now they're going to be going to court stuff. And from my understanding is that they're going to have to pay some money to clean up a crime scene as well. So, and as far as the volume goes on this is as high as it can go. I tried to turn it up higher, but looks like that's all the volume there. And I have my volume all the way up here. So you'll have to turn up your volume on your end as high as it can go.
So we want to take this time to thank local agencies that assisted in this. Well, the state agency also SLED, the Lexington County Sheriff's Office. There's been other agencies that we'll have Richard release that later that assisted in this. So we want to thank every agency that had a hand in this. Again, I thank the media for your help getting this out. We'll try to take a few questions if any.
I have a lot of questions. So Antar is charged with the murder of Crystal?
Right.
Right, okay.
Right.
Did you guys get a tip for where he was? Or I saw that, or heard that you guys said transactions.
Right. There were some transactions that were made. We were looking for early on in this investigation that apparently he didn't make. Some transactions were made on yesterday in Dansville around 6:30. And like I said, the delay, for some reason, the system is like an 8 to 12 hour. We got that information today, right before 12, and at 12:40, they were able to take him in custody.
So what happens to Aspen now? Where will she go?
She is,
Yeah, so, you know, yes, I'm sorry. You know, obviously it's a very complicated situation when the mother is deceased and the father is charged with murdering the mother. But Crystal's family, and, you know, as Aspen was being raised, members of Mr. Jeter's family also helped take care of Aspen. And the goal here is to, let's get her back to South Carolina. You know, at 5 years old and with her neurological disabilities, she probably doesn't really comprehend what's going on. But ideally, takes a village to raise a child. The above all else is to make sure that Aspen will not, okay, I'm not going to say we're going to try. Aspen will not become a ward of the state. We're going to make sure that she's with family, and we will actually be trying to get with certain members of Mr. Jeter's family so that we can collectively figure out how can both families make sure that Aspen is raised, well taken care of, and fully supported, because that is what Crystal would have wanted. And again, by all accounts, Mr. Jeter was never a terrible father or anything like that. He's charged with doing something absolutely horrendous. But I think between the families and this community here, Aspen is going to be just fine.
Can you tell us where Mr. Jeter was found?
it was in city of Dansville, Virginia, and the parking lot of a hospital there. And again, what I'll say, I know might be a question that comes up, you know, how did we just obtaining a warrant today for murder? There was a very important piece in the timeline that we had to put together. So today, this morning, and I guess it's with God, it's just, we obtained a warrant this morning because we got a timeline down. The investigation is still ongoing.
What was that piece of evidence that tipped you guys off to get that warrant?
I won't go into that.
Gotcha.
Yes, ma'am.
How long has Crystal been dead? When did she die? Do you all know?
I'm not sure the exact day. I know it's been sometime before Thanksgiving.
Has Antar Jeter made any comment as to his charge?
No, he hasn't. I think he made some statements up there, but I can't, not to the charge. He made some statements he got out of the vehicle when they took him into custody, but I can't speak to that at this point. My thing was that Aspen was okay, and I kind of left it at that.
I know it's very early in the investigation, but is there any motive as to why he did this and why he took Aspen?
No, I can't speak to that. No, ma'am.
So, do you expect other people to be arrested in this?
The investigation is ongoing, so it's possible, and I can't say no, and I don't want to say that, you know, there's somebody, but as the investigation leads, then someone else was at some part, somewhere down the line, had some information, possibly.
And why was he in the hospital parking lot?
I'm not sure.
Thank y'all for coming out. That's it. Appreciate y'all coming out. Is anybody here not on the mailing list?
All right, let's take a look here real quick. So here we go. We have burden of proof. So burden of proof, Dutch's discussion. I don't know who else just currently had it on. I know that there was some other people that have covered this case. I believe Sleuth Mom did, and maybe Arctic did. I don't know. There was several different little creators like us that have covered this case, and it's important to put it out there. I was getting ready to see what I could do to help the family to try to get more the poster awareness out there further spread. I didn't think, I mean, we're talking 4 hours and 8 minutes, so that's not far from home. Still far enough that that they were out there. The good thing is that they were in a hospital parking lot. The bad thing is that I don't know how the news stations work out there, if it would have reached all the way there or not. But I wanted to show you that. I mean, Orangeburg County is just this little tiny, it's just a little small county outside of Columbia, but it's not that big. So, and it's kind of hidden out there. So, then you got Danville just across the border in Virginia. I don't know if he was planning to go anywhere. I don't know. It's one that we're gonna have to follow and watch the trial and see what happens here. I know exactly where this is. Danville is just north of my hometown in North Carolina, so I know exactly where this is. Yeah, I believe Danville's smaller too. We could check by this. I'll be able to tell. Well, a decent amount of houses here. Decent size. For out there, it's decent size. Just out north of Greensboro there. So about the same size of town. You know, this family's been through a whole bunch of stuff here. And we need to keep them in our prayers. I also have I have some other stuff coming up on Michael Vaughn, and I'm going to try to plan something for this weekend to do a recap where my thoughts are on Michael Vaughn, where Lucian Munguia is, where my thoughts are on that as well. Those are two missing boys out on the West Coast. I definitely need to do some updates on those. I'm going back through old footage, old information, and try to piece everything together. Jumper family or the Jeter family, if any of them would like to speak about this, my panel's always open to you, as well as some of these other people here that are in my chat, some other creators as well. Would be more than happy to help you. This is right here is where, if you want to donate and want to help them out into onto the obituary and with the funeral and stuff. I mean, I also heard that there's, I don't know, I don't have any sourcing to back this up, but I also heard that they're responsible for cleaning up the crime scene too, or paying for it to be done. So we need to keep them in our prayers. That family's going to have a hard time. That child is going to need a lot of extra help. As I do here always, I think that's it on this. I don't see anything else. I just want to check one thing before I go here. 5-year-old Aspen Jeter safe, father arrested. So he's been charged with murder. It was in a blue Mazda. Oh, I guess I could show this. And there he is being processed in murder of Aspen's mother. Also charged with November 1st murder of her mother. 12:40 p.m. So this all happened real quick. I'm very impressed with how the police I think they did pretty good. We were asking for press conferences for as small as what they are out there. Sometimes in some of these cases, you see that press conferences are happen really, really quickly. If you've been watching the Idaho 4, which I need to do a recap on what's going on over there too. And if you're sleuthing in the Idaho 4, make sure that you're showing vehicles that are the actual vehicle and not a Toyota when it's supposed to be a Honda. Yeah. So I think that as I go along here and do more and more of these, and we did find some people this week. We need to update some of that stuff. If you do have a missing loved one out there, or if you have joined my Facebook group has increased lately, and if you do have a missing person that's fairly new, please in my Facebook group reach out to me. I'm in there as level-headed. You'll see me around in there. I usually post all my own YouTube videos. So if you leave a comment under there and you need a poster or you need help spreading the word out there for your missing loved one, we are here to help. There's a team of creators. There's a team of we all kind of just get along and help. And we have several different platforms and we have several different types of viewers. So like my viewers aren't the same as Burden of Proof. Some of us cross over. Dutch's channel has other viewers than I do. Sleuth Mom has other ones than I do. We all independently work on cases, but at the same time, we all kind of display the same cases, just from different viewpoints or different contact and different, we all have different skills. But we all have our own abilities and we all operate on our own. We just kind of mesh and follow the same cases, it looks like, and they're important ones to us, and that's important to our viewers as well. And I mean, I don't even know who Burden of Proof is. I just go over there and I've always been snooping around on their channel, and they always show great content. The more eyes that are out there on cases, the better that it is. Levelhead offers amazing help and has a lot of resources. I do. And right now I'm in the middle of tidying up all those resources so that I can help so many more. I want to get to the point where we're helping new, fresh cases for within the last 3 months. And then I want to get to where we can cover some of these ones that have been missing for a while. I'm working on getting a system down with some of my researchers and some of my moderators, and getting a system down to make everything easier. And then I should be able to help a lot more people. And I couldn't do it without these other creators, couldn't do it without these fabulous mods that I have here. And, and even when you're in my Facebook group, it's amazing how many people share out of my Facebook group. They'll share a poster, they'll share a flyer. If anybody's wondering how to do some more help and taking on some stuff, oh, there you are, Amanda. Here. I've been waiting for you to come in here. There you go. Amanda's another great place. She does little video reels on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. All of those help too, and on YouTube. So all those help too. And I can do posters in case anyone ever needs them. Yeah, we all have some special great talents. I mean, the more kind of different types of posters and the more fresh posters and the more different layouts of posters, and it all helps. So I'm trying to do some posters too, or my team is. I haven't done them yet, but my team has made some posters, and just trying to give different avenues and different resources to family of missing. So there's no one-on-one book. So, I've gotten down a pretty good system. I'm able to track where the information is going to, where it's being dispersed out to, and how we can actually see how many views and how many places things are going to. And that speaks volumes. I do want to touch on one little thing on Michael Vaughn. Michael Vaughn hasn't been found yet. One way or another, he needs to be found. And everybody that's in the Michael Vaughn army, please, let's go back to sharing his picture. I don't know if he's out there. I don't know what evidence the police have. As far as I will cover a thing and tell you guys where I'm at with it, I'm at the what if. What if? I don't know what evidence they have, but what if? You know, it's that one time that we stop sharing stuff, stop sharing his picture. What if that one man was out there and knew everything? What if this new person sees this and can recall something to help bring justice or to help find him? And that's why it's important. I know it's going to die down here a little bit with his case, because as the investigation is ongoing and stuff, we need to definitely continue to share his face out there. I mean, we have the Monkey Warriors is what we like to call it. There's a Facebook group that has 50,100 people in it. Let's make that 70,000 strong. That's my goal. See if we can do that before we get another press update. I mean, it's only another 20,000 people. Maybe we can reach them and make that group stronger. And in the near future, after Michael's case is done and over with, we can take that group. And I know that the person that's leading that group is going to want to help another family with that group. And if the stronger we can make that group, the better it is for the next family that comes in. So, any other questions? I'm gonna wrap things up here. If you haven't seen my other videos, I got some Athena videos. There's been some other cases and some other stuff that I've been doing. I've also been posting on some other social media stuff and trying to get everything organized and straightened up so that I can start covering some more cases. But if there's anything that somebody, I know there's a case that a moderator and somebody in another creator's chat is close to them. And Duchess, I think it's going to be the next one that I start covering. It's the one that I tagged you in my Facebook group. That's somebody that they personally know. And I think that's the next one that we're going to touch on. And Jules, if you're out there, I'm going to start digging into that case. I haven't yet, and my plan is to start digging into it. So, and that should be, I think that's another South Carolina case. So, yeah, I know I haven't looked at it either, Duchess. There's been a lot going on with the Idaho murders and this case and with Michael Vaughn stuff going on. I mean, there's a lot happening right now and trying to stay up to date. I've been burden of proof. You were covering some other cases, Duchess, you know, and there's some other smaller creators that I noticed that are covering some other cases. And, you know, there's a lot of interesting ones out there. I was kind of sitting back looking to see what was taken off, who needs help. We did help one lady get her poster and flyer out there everywhere. And Talem is home with family, has been for a week or a little bit more than a week. So at some point, I'd like to get his mother up here to speak with her and hope that they're doing well, as I'm sure she's probably watching on some type of platform. So if you haven't hit the like, now's the time to do it. If you're over on Facebook, please share my live. I'm trying to grow my platform bigger over there. Oh, if you are here and you are on Facebook, like even if you're here in YouTube or Facebook, I do have a Facebook page. It's called Level Headed. So I have a Facebook group and a Facebook page. I'm trying to grow my Facebook page. so that I could get some more audience over there. It's just another secure place that you'll see that I'm going live. Anytime that I go live over here on YouTube, I'll be going live over there on Facebook as well. Majority of the time. Sometimes I'll do one or the other, but majority of the time it'll be YouTube. Sometimes I don't put everything on Facebook. I want to get to the place where sometimes I cover a certain case on YouTube and another time I cover a different case on over on Facebook. And if anybody wants to help with posting on my Facebook page, please reach out to me. My email's there, all my mods. If any of you want to help with posting other cases or other missing people onto my Facebook page or into my Facebook group, I'm trying to figure out how I can get some help to stay more up to date and current to grow both of those. And there's a lot of people out there that are missing loved ones that need help. I've figured out a system that works. Have you looked into Alyssa Taylor's case yet? No, I haven't. I was in and out of your live. That's the one that you were just doing, right? Because I jumped in. I saw you were live, so I went in there. Then I left because I started hearing the stuff about Aspen. Then I jumped back over there and you were covering Aspen. So if you guys aren't subscribed to Burden of Proof, you should go and hit the subscribe button over there. We also have Duchess in here. Hi, Karen. Thank you for joining. There's a lot of good people that are joining over there. I have created some case links onto the side that there's a certain case that in Messenger. So there's a chat ability on the left-hand side over there in my Facebook group. It allows us to have private chats about the case. So like if you go see a new news article or you spoke with the mother, you saw the mother say this or the father say this or any of that stuff, put it into that messenger over there so that we can get some help for them. I'm only as good as myself, but I have a team, so that makes us that much stronger. So when I say my team, I have a team of mods, but I also have some creators that are over there, and I highly encourage them. I have a lot of missing family members that are over there in my level-headed group. You're all more than welcome to do whatever you got to do to get them on panel. Obviously, we have ethics, morals. As I caught somebody talking about moral compass yesterday, that I don't know if they knew what the meaning of that was, but yeah. So I want to discuss it. You can come up. You can come up to level. I like to mash it up with other creators. Yeah. When there's a whole bunch of us, I mean, I've worked with several people that are other creators, and I'll continue to working with all and any creators on whatever it is that they're trying to achieve with the case. I mean, if they're not getting traction in a missing persons case and they need some help, I have figured out a great system to get a lot of attraction quickly. And if you want to learn how to do it, I'm more than willing to teach you because there is so many missing people out there. And burden of proof, I think that Duchess is saying, I don't know what she's saying. Hold on here. I have looked into the Alyssa Taylor case. I was going to discuss it on a live. Maybe you will consider being a guest at Burden of Proof. Yeah, I think you guys would match well together. Yes. So, yes, indeed. Hi, Annabella. All right, we're going to cut this one off here. I'm trying to in the process of getting an outro and a little tiny intro, as well as opposed to the long music video that I have. So yes, to talk about Alyssa's case. Yes. So burden of proof, if you're over there in my Facebook group, to private message me or have Sleuth Mom message me who you are over there, and we'll get you guys hooked up together. Thank you, Levi Mods and chat. Hello, Fed Up. It's good to see you. Everybody watching this, I greatly appreciate it. Is you're watching this video here. When you're done watching this one, I have several other great videos on my channel. I try to stick to facts over here. Once in a great while, I touch on other creators, but I try not to. I don't really pay attention to what they're doing unless it affects a case that I'm deeply involved in. And one of those was Michael Vaughn's case. But other than that, I try to leave other creators alone, put my head down, help people. And, I have a lot of family members and of my own, of other people, of other missing people's lives over in my group. It's a very good group of people. And I want to grow it. Let's make it one big place. I think we're almost up to, if we can get to 700 by the end of the weekend, it'd be ecstatic. I think we're at like 650 or 620 or something like that. I could be completely wrong. I just glanced at it a little bit ago, but that's where all the action goes. I am opting out of my Discord. I am no longer doing anything in any Discord of mine. If you're in that Discord, it just sits there. I found that helping families and stuff is more valuable for me over onto Facebook, where I also have a Twitter. I also have TikTok. I also have an Instagram. Instagram, I'm still trying to grow. Facebook, I'm always trying to grow. TikTok, trying to grow. Twitter, trying to grow. And yeah, that's that. So if I have helped you as this is one thing for all these family members that I'm out here helping. There was another case that was out of Virginia, I believe. Maybe I'll go share that one again on my community wall. They haven't found her. The U.S. Marshals are looking for her. I will share that again on my community wall, see if we can get some new posters and some new flyers and see if we can get some new traction. In that case, I did have the mother and a friend, maybe an aunt on panel, and I'll share that live here again. And, I encourage people that come home safe or whatever to reach out to that next person that you see on Facebook that needs some help. You guys give me praise and give me thanks and stuff, but I am blessed to be helping you. What I want you to do is to help another family. You found a good resource in what we are doing here, and we can get posters spread across the country very quickly. And, it always helps when you suggest you see another struggling family that nobody's covering, and bring that right into, send them to my level-headed group. I'll help anybody in there. Obviously, I'm working on new cases right now. I'm trying to get that all set up so that I can start going further and further back and helping other cases as well as helping new cases. So what is today? Today's Friday, December 9th, 2022. This was good news. Sad for the families and sad for Aspen at the same time, as hopefully she'll be safe now. And as I always say, if you see something, say something. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Have a good